Hi there, I've just parked up my car and I'm walking, rather than driving right next to the pub, I'm going to walk to it. This is near Torr Park, which is in Eastham Country Park. So let's go, then I can reward myself. Just an alternate walk. You can go along there. This is direct to the corner where we get to the trees. So, lovely day again. Cloudy this morning. Nice walk to go for a pint, isn't it? Hey, everything's good. We're right near to the Manchester Ship Canal and the River Mersey here. In fact, the start of the Manchester Canal is near here. It's a private road. You're not allowed to go there. Obviously, if you've got a boat or something, that's different. So I thought, nobody can go in Eastham locks, which are the beginning of the Manchester Ship Canal. Because all around there, there's docking areas and shipping, the loading, unloading, as well as the canal. Well, yeah, it's on the ship canal, isn't it? I'm going to hop over this now. Luckily, I've got long legs. Done it without breaking my leg, that's good. It's hard to do it with one hand. That's filming, that is, by the way. There we are. It's a lovely spot, this, literally a mile or so away from me. I'll go a bit further away from the road, traffic noise, so if you like it to be slightly more scenic and a bit longer, not by much. So I passed through here, but I went more direct, so it's like a different walk. It's the same destination though. Quite familiar with it. You go, out the way, darling. Come on, come on. That's an elm. If you think of it, it's like the skin of an elephant. Usually grows quite straight. In the south, when there's a group, they call them hangers, or beach hangers as well. Sounds of activity over there. Going around in a circle here. Oh yeah, there's the path. So let's follow this. Grey squirrel. There are red squirrels at Formby, North Liverpool, just outside of Liverpool. I used to live across, went to school in Crosby, lived in Thornton, all North Liverpool. But we used to go on our bikes a couple of miles to Formby, to the Red Squirrel Reserve and things like that. I'm going to end up in somebody's house. Don't think so. Well, I clearly haven't been this way. But oh, it's not in a golf club. Oh, that's good, isn't it? How do I manage that? Eastham Lodge have taken advice from Rural Council footpath officer. There are no registered public rights of way footpaths across our property. However, in the interest of all concerned, we have a temporary permitted footpath to be made for public use and for trial period. It will be clearly marked, and we'd ask that you follow that. Well, it's not clearly marked, is it? Yeah, I think might as well go back. Be easier. Well, at least I've discovered that, and that's another potential path, but it's not going towards the pub, you see. That's the, you know, it's important that I don't get distracted, you know. So there we are. All this thing about the council, some of these paths have been here before the golf club, and that's maybe they just admit, they don't want to admit that they have to concede and it's under review. Why don't you just close it, wouldn't you? I'm looking, you know, as you're a golfer and the golf club, you know, to make it easier, they said, well, under review. There's just people going for a walk. Anyway, I could be wrong. Just openly discussing my thoughts. So all that noise, they were golfers. Not much of a diversion, so. Kind of walk alike. So I've been here many times, driven straight in, and I've taken the walk, but certainly not from this angle. And let's have a look at this. We'll get an idea. There you go. Eastham Country. The Beach Grove. That's where we are now. Yeah. There. See? Yeah, but where's the golf thing? Playing field. Doesn't show that, does it? You know, I mean, more. Anyway, let's have a look at that. If you wish to pause, you can read that. See what's going on. It's that's an ongoing circular trail. Goes right away up to the top of the Wirral, if you can imagine that, and then round and goes back down on the River Dee side. This is the Mersey side of the Wirral, small part of it. Well, that is, anyway, you can have a look at that, because it's interesting. Sometimes I look at them, pause the thing, and yeah, cathedral-like columns on the trees. So ignore that, because it doesn't even show me where they got. No wonder I never found it. I find things by accident. So that way is where the road is anyway, so I'll stick to this way. So it's plenty of wood there. perfect for a hot day. As I say, it was dull. It's brightened up the last couple of hours. Just the time for an afternoon. And don't be lazy, Harry. Park up and walk. Yeah, it's yep. Look at that. Now there is a bear pit and things like that, but that's a separate thing. It'd take a bit of time with that. I'm just making my way from A to B this time. It's not really yeah, this is sort of like, almost feel like I'm cheating. I'm just walking from the car, doing a bit of exercise. Somebody made a that's nice. It's fairly basic, but I got the idea. I like it. Nice little bench. There's a plaque on it, but yeah. Spike Milligan had his where he's buried, of course. It could be your ashes, but he's buried, and it's the quote. It's got Spike Milligan and blah blah blah, and his mum and dad, and it sort of quotes in it. It says, "I told you I wasn't well." Now then, which decision to make? Surely the golf course not that big. I can cut this way. Pick anything that's what I think is I haven't been. Take the risk. Part of an old wall there. Boundary wall. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. If I've gone past the pub, I know where to go. You go that way and it's going towards the River Mersey. I can go back. Now, I haven't been along here before. Definitely not. Good. I've worked out just the distance, and I reckon that where I'm going is nearby, but it's a matter of it's to the, well, it won't be to the left, it'll be to the right. But I'm quite happy to go on a bit. But there might even be a sign of recognition I get when I get to this point. Let's go this way.
Oh yes, yeah. The women's team.
So we're giving it a facelift for the women as well.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So this we oh yeah, and it is another training which makes a big difference. So the women are made.
Got the signboard there. Let's have a look. Oh look, see. Visitor centre. Beech wood, which we've been through. So I reckon it's to the left here somewhere. Let's have a look. Yeah, pointing round to the left. And the bear pit, we're not going to look at that today. Oh, there, doesn't seem to move much. There you go. There's a little noise, it tells me somebody sent a message, but it doesn't. I had to, when I first got the phone, I had to set that up so it doesn't pop up. Was that a dog or a werewolf? Oh dear me. Worth the licence fee, isn't it? Eh? Just the licence for Susie, my Suzuki, that's all I've got. See, a little dash hound. Never cause any trouble. Quiet. Sausage dog, aren't they? Hope you're enjoying this little walk, because about 75% of that I haven't walked before. Might as well have a look at the Mersey before I'll film me slowly drinking a pint for an hour in real time. No, I'm not going to do that. That'll be a treat for another time. Even got toilets and a ranger's office. Looks like they were stables or something there. You see that? Courtyard and facilities. Eee. It's a little cafe, that's well worth it in there. You do a little tour in that, there's all little bits and bobs and bric-a-brac and little... Oh, and this thing for the dogs, isn't it, or something? Some kind of tribute. Yeah, Mimosa Tea Garden. That's another way round to the tea garden as well. So let's just have a quick scan and then head into the tap. Or is it just the tap? And there's only one of them. There's only one tap. Nothing really exciting on there. Like this old sign for taxi cabs. Could be Victorian. Magical pub. There's another one there, it's a bit too grand for my liking, I just don't fit in, you know. Filming into the sun there, so EasyJet on its way to John Lennon Airport, which is just across the way there. That's almost certainly flown in from the Mediterranean area from the south, so it would follow the Welsh coastline, North Wales, and across the what we're on, the Wirral, would be on the D side of there, and it's coming in from the Wirral now, and it's heading into the airport. And see the conning tower. I think I can, but I'm not going to try pinching it. I'm holding it with one hand. You take my word for it, the airport's there. Anyway, let's just have a quick look can lean on something and make it a bit more steady. So if you can imagine, you know, I said Eastham Lock is literally just up here to the right. That's the start of the Manchester Ship Canal there. You go up to there and then there's a gate that's locked. That's the Manchester Ship Canal just starting there. And you can't get access there. Obviously if you had a boat there'd be something where they'd let you in. But you can't go there as a enthusiast or a walker or just wanting to film it. You can't do that. So I'll have to go know somebody who has a boat and they can be starting on the Manchester Ship Canal. Oh yeah, and you can get there is a boat from Ellesmere Port that you can get on, and in Liverpool I believe it takes you down the Manchester Ship Canal. There we go again, another aircraft coming in. Can't see it yet. It's another EasyJet. Landing, wheels down. Glad he remembered. Yeah, heading into Liverpool. Disappeared, didn't it? Oh, that's there. There it is. Unfortunately, there's a fence here and it messes up the autofocus. But that'll do, won't it? Yeah. Look, handy benches there. Just sit and pass the time of day, which I'll be doing in a minute. There you go. Right, thanks for joining me. Have a nice afternoon.